Hi, I'm Gene Gavis from Des Moines Motors. We're proud to present to you Nead Inspiration, the TV show. A great show for women to grow, learn, and be inspired. We're also proud to announce the arrival of the Noble car. Over 50 miles per gallon and the durability for modern day driving conditions. Please enjoy Nead Inspiration, presented to you by Noble Car and all of us at Des Moines Motors.
As I get older, I find that there are more decisions and transitions that I face every day. I can't predict when they're going to happen, but I can prepare for them and just be ready for what's coming my way. Today we're going to talk to a friend who faced some pretty big transitions in the last year, Mary Mendenhall-Core. We're going to Rick Mosley Hair, and she's going to get a hair update. Then we're going to get serious and talk about real preparation and planning with Tim Pratt. He's a certified financial planner. It's all about preparing for big decisions and big transitions on Nead Inspiration TV today. I hope you'll stay and watch. Welcome to the world of Nead Inspiration. I'm Liz Nead, wife, mother, inspirational speaker, webcast host, and now TV host. This half hour is designed to improve your life no matter who you are. We'll show you how to save money, take care of your home and car, how to face your fears, and we'll be focusing on health and giving you your weekly dose of inspiration. I'm committed to helping you live the best life you can. So strap in and get ready to laugh, cry, and most of all, learn. It's time for Nead Inspiration. I am sitting with Mary Mendenhall-Core. She is the Director of Development for Goodwill Industries of Central Iowa. And we are going to talk a little bit about big transitions and big decisions, which you had quite a few that you faced in this last year.
Yes.
She had both a job loss and the loss of her father, all in the same stretch of time. And you were actually prepared for your dad's passing. It wasn't exactly a surprise, right?
No, he'd been sick, and so he'd just had surgery. He was almost 85. He didn't really bounce back from that very well. So yeah, it wasn't a big shock.
But the surprise was to have your job loss and that happen at the same time.
Yes.
And it must have been hard. You were very close to him, and you're also a person who, you're not like laid off. You're not the kind of girl that gets laid off. So
Right.
That was really hard.
Exactly.
I bet.
I like to keep busy, and I'd never been unemployed before, so just that shock of knowing that I don't have a job to go to every day was a big challenge for me. So the first thing I did was I kept a schedule when that happened.
Yeah. How important is it to keep a schedule when you're in the middle of, you have things that are going to change? There's no way around it.
Well, you need to feel like you're still important, and so by having a schedule, it kept me on track. And then, like you said, networking was very important because it got me out into the community.
Were you a networker? I mean,
Yeah.
Was it something that, so it was already there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't that hard, but getting up every morning and having to do it where it was coming kind of more natural,
Right.
because I was
Well, you have the security blanket of employment. So you can
Yes.
say, I'm Mary and I'm from this company,
Right.
as opposed to I'm Mary and you need to meet with me for coffee right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that was key. The message when people I came in contact with is explaining to them what I was looking for. So not just I'm unemployed, here's what I'm looking for. So it helped them to kind of keep their radar out for me.
Yeah. What about that process of, you're in a situation where one thing happens to you and then another thing happens to you. How did you cope with that?
Well,
It'd be easy to get off track.
yes.
And you have sort of a free pass. If your dad passes away, no one's going to judge you for maybe not keeping your schedule or, not being as perky.
Exactly.
So how did you get around that?
Well, the old cliche is you keep a positive attitude and you just try to look at the positives. In that I didn't have a job for 6 months, I did have extra time with my dad. So I looked at that and all the opportunities that I had. I reached out to some nonprofits. I'm in the nonprofit sector, and I did some pro bono work. So I kept in touch.
Good idea.
And I learned some things about other nonprofits that I would not otherwise had an opportunity to do. So it's keeping busy, it's keeping connected in the community.
And you talked about this before we started rolling about friends.
Yes.
And depending on people, because we are an independent bunch and we do not necessarily like to have to ask for help.
Right. LinkedIn is a great tool, and when you lose your job, you lose a lot of information and a lot of contact information. Well, LinkedIn, I had all that at my fingertips, and that's how I would reach out to people in different industries that I wanted to keep connected with, or create events with, because there was a couple of events I put on too while I was off work, and so that helped.
Yeah, what I'm hearing you say is gather the information as you go. Don't wait until you absolutely need it, because it's much harder emotionally to do that as well.
Exactly.
We're going to focus on in this episode about two things that I believe help people when they're doing this decision transition thing. So one is it seems frivolous, but it's about it boosts your energy without having to do anything really major. Just changing some things around can give you, it's artificial, but it's energy that you need to make those decisions. And so you're going to get a haircut. And that alone can be a transition as well. Changing it up is really important, don't you think?
Oh, exactly.
It's a place of growth.
Exactly, yep.
It is. So that's one thing that we're going to talk about. Now, what do you think about that physical thing where it's like keeping a schedule. You just get up and you do it. It's just one of those things that really helps you.
Well, it's that fresh, new approach, and it's just trying to keep on top of things. And so one of the things when I was off work is I did try to exercise more, because, here's my opportunity, I had extra time, and instead of feeling sorry for myself, I try to do things for myself and make myself feel better.
Well, it's like sending a signal to your soul that you're worth it.
And exactly. And you haven't given up. You're thinking forward. You're not thinking backward.
Yeah.
And that positive attitude makes a big difference.
Yeah. So we're going to do that and talk about how you feel after it's over. Because, well, since I've met you, your hairs look like this, which looks very nice. But it is going to change.
Okay. I'll trust you.
The other thing that we're going to focus on is something I'm a big supporter of, which is preparing for the future. Now, one of the reasons why it was easier, if it could be easy, with your dad's passing is because you were prepared and you knew what was coming.
Right. And he's the type of person that kept me involved with all his decision making financially.
Right.
So as the executor of the estate, I knew where to go and what accounts he had and what money he had where.
Because you could have been so wiped out if you didn't know what was going on.
Exactly.
I don't know that anyone could have that right energy for that. Yeah. So we are also going to talk to Tim Pratt, who's a certified financial planner, about planning for these things, job loss. If some family member does pass away or you get sick, you need to have the information, and having the information will make the decision and the transition easier for you in the long run, because you feel more empowered.
Yes.
So those are the things that we're going to talk about. I really appreciate you sharing your story.
No problem.
And I really hope that you don't have any major decisions and transitions for 2011. I think you've had your share, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we are going to move to Rick Mosley Salon, and Mary is going to have a little transformation, and you are going to see it on camera. Her energy is going to change. She's already energetic, but changing something physical can actually help you with your transition and decisions in your life. So stay tuned. It's going to be very interesting, and I know I'm going to prove my point to you.
The Stony Creek Inn in Johnston is changing. Sure, we're already good, but we're becoming even better. In our updated rooms, you'll find beautiful new carpet, new furniture, great new electronics like flat-screen TVs, plus a new and improved spacious lobby, plus incredible business traveler amenities too, and more great ways to relax. It's our way of giving you more of what you ask for.
Chiropractic care, it's for everyone. At Complete Wellness, we find the root of the cause, a whole body approach to wellness care. Your spine and nervous system is the main powerhouse in the body and controls everything, so why not keep it working at optimal levels? Specializing in posture rehabilitation, scoliosis, and nutrition. Other services include acupuncture and massage.
If you're in need of care, come in and see me, Dr. Angie Monty. We're located at 3408 Woodland Avenue, Suite 501 in West Des Moines.
Hey there, I'm the new G4 in town. Wanna take me for a spin? At 45 miles per gallon, I'll take you anywhere you wanna go for a long, smooth ride. You'll love my curves and sleek packaging. Jump on in. With seating for 4, I have plenty of room to love. Honey, I'm 11'9", which makes me clearly irresistible. I'm cute, unique, and stand out in a crowd. Plus, I'm really fun. Introduce me to your friends. They're gonna love me too.
We are at Rick Mosley Hair, and Mary is here with me, and also my friend and stylist, Victoria Homer. And we're changing it up. Now the point of this is that when you have a big transition or decision, you can change something that's really inconsequential. It's not that big of a deal to cut your hair, or it could be rearranging a room, or it's buying those new running shoes, and it can add the energy and sort of give your body a sign or a signal that something's going to change and it's going to be good. It's like taking control, don't you think?
I agree, absolutely.
And you are no stranger to transitions.
Yes.
You just said that you were working in insurance, and now you're in hair.
Yes.
And you lost your dad, and your brother is
moving to Africa.
And so talk about the whole transition thing for you.
I never thought my life would have this much transition at this age, but definitely through this time, it's major lifestyle changes, and all of a sudden, when my brother decided he was going to Africa, I turned my hair red.
Yeah. But then what kind of energy can that give you? It's good.
It builds confidence. It's all of a sudden, it's like, I have the power, I control, how I react to the situations and how it affects my life. And
simple.
It's
not
simple.
like
you're
not doing anything crazy like marrying someone or moving. If all the things you can change, it's pretty simple. And it grows back.
It does, and it's something that people notice about you that brings positive attention.
Right.
And a situation where you're feeling really negative or really discouraged, it brings really positive attention. People are like, you changed something, you look great.
Right,
and they
absolutely.
compliment you. They might be lying, but they're complimenting you.
That's right. So how are you feeling after that joke?
I feel a lot better.
Just kidding.
So Mary, you're feeling okay, right? But you're prepared for this, but you still feel a little nervous. And that's normal when you're going to make a change and you're taking control. Can you speak to that a little bit?
At this point, I'm open for new adventures, and so the transitions that I have gone through the past 6 months have been the unknown. I have confidence in Victoria.
Yes.
I hear she is great.
Yes, she is. You're in good hands.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to a change, of a positive change. So yeah.
So you can already see the energy is building. It's an amazing thing that you can do, and we'll watch and see the transformation. We'll be right back.
Yeah, well, my dad, he got an infection in his brain, which was how he ended up passing away. Was that they didn't do anything about his infection. So,
Wow.
he, really didn't have a shot.
Yeah. Well, they had always told Erin that the leukemia wouldn't kill her, because one of the questions she asked him is, am I going to die? And the doctor told her that she wouldn't die from the cancer, she would die from a side effect.
Yes. And that's exactly what ended up happening with my dad. Was a side effect of the medication. So, and he had actually been declared in remission 3 days prior.
Wow.
So it was.
Yeah, that was hard because you got your hopes up.
Yes.
More about planning big decisions and big transitions when we come back.